Hello, folks. It's me again. Time for more Starfield. Now, you know what? I really expected there to be, like, an immediate day one patch. I expected there to be a patch that would, boom. They would have a huge bug fix patch or something out minute one. That doesn't seem to have happened. I'm a little surprised. And, I'm not sure why it didn't happen, unless maybe, like, every member of Bethesda Studios was clasped under a table somewhere. Was absolutely exhausted. Just, I'm imagining, like, every single employee of Bethesda Softworks, like, passed out in a heap. Absolutely just laying there, exhausted. No energy to, engage with anything online. And frankly, folks, I am a little envious of them. I'm pretty sure that, even as cranky as some of the gaming community has been, the mood there cannot possibly be less than celebratory. Like, I'm sure that the Bethesda Softworks folks are doing just fine. And I'm happy for them. And I personally am taking great pleasure in playing this. It'd be easy to wear yourself out, wear yourself down, I suppose. But I haven't been. This is good. Hello, Cynthia. It's good to see you. I'm glad you seem enthused. I have no idea how long that enthusiasm will last, but we'll have to find out. But yeah, anytime I feel the urge to play more Starfield, I'm gonna come play more Starfield. And, you know, it's a good game. Loving the tune? Excellent. Excellent. Oh, that back at it was supposed to go in the announcements window. Oh well. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, this is a good tune. I'm not sure which game this is from. Zanmai is a compilation album. But it's good. It grooves. I really look forward to getting back to Ease at some point in the future. Yeah. The harmony. There's a lot of great music in the Falcom soundtracks. The only downside to streaming Starfield is that it gets very warm in my room. My room is definitely kind of exhaustingly warm at this point. But I've got the fan on, the air conditioner is occasionally kicking in, so it won't be that horrible. I hope. I hope. If I melt and die, give all my stuff to Silver. But yes, we're down to 30 or so, 35 seconds, so if you or if anybody wants to get a drink or some snacks, or if you YouTubers want to pause the video, this is funky too. You YouTubers want to pause the video and go do something, by all means, do the thing. Gotta love those fart trumpets. Alright. Alright. Clicking play. Let's get this going. Let's, give me back my give me back my mouse cursor. Yeah, there we go. Oh, gotta bring you all down. One moment while I hide my interface. Please don't click on me to bring back the interface. I do not want my morphin grid exposed. Alright, continue for my last save game? Yes, we were hanging out at the lodge. I had just taken a nap. I wonder if I can put it in photo mode while I'm, like, taking off or landing or anything like that. That would be nice. Get some stuff that isn't selfies. And wow, we have a lot of weight again, so, I'm probably gonna want to go find somewhere to sell my stuff. But first off, we've got some people to talk to.
That is kind of you. I will consider it. No pressure. It's just something to take our minds off all this. You're always welcome.
No, I think, before we talk to anybody, I do want to step out, hit the stores again. I'll make a store run, although you would think that if I was gonna make a store run, I would know where the stores are. Residential district. Where is the commercial district? There's a lodge. Alright, let's just,
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
wow. Yep, life comes at you pretty fast. You could, you can have trouble with that kind of thing. Let's stop in at Reliant Medical, actually, because I think I am running a bit low on actual medical supplies. I do have toast. I don't need to eat the toast right now, but I could eat the toast. Toast is delicious. Some toast is delicious. Ma'am, are you aware that you have the planet Saturn on your head? I work here now. In space, you can wear planets. That makes me think of the game Anachronauts, where there was a planet called Democritus, a very democratic planet, and it shrunk itself down to become a party member in like a JRPG style party.
There are a few injuries that can't be addressed here. If you walk in, you will almost assuredly walk out. Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you.
Thank you for the creepy torso rotation. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to buy more, med packs. I will buy $4,000 worth of med pack. You must see a lot of patients.
Well, of course. New Atlantis is a big place. Lots of people, which means no shortage of injuries, communicable diseases. But we're well staffed, and
You sound so
are
enthused
best to
about
accommodate
this.
anyone who needs help.
Oh yes, I see lots of
care of
communicable
yourself.
diseases. It's glorious. All hail the great Plague Master. I don't know why he went from Russian to Scottish. I cannot, like, put on an accent and not have it fucking drift across the Atlantic. Or the Pacific. Or an ocean. It just heads straight for the ocean. No matter what I do. All of my accents just drift overseas. Bonk. The Rocky Voyage. Yeah, but
For a cup of coffee right about now.
it's a very rocky voyage. Being in my mouth.
You can trust.
Yeah, sometimes I say words and I immediately regret that I said words. Alright, to the arsenal. I will sell off some of these guns. Rocky Horror is the one most remembered. I still plan to watch a couple of different versions
I'm sure
of that.
you already know there's no one.
Here.
You're here because you need something you can connect with. Something you could count on. Am I right? Come back and see me if you run low on ammo. There's nothing. Nothing. Please, take a look.
I just had to check the ceiling. Sell off these extra lawgivers. Sell off this... this is actually a pretty nice peacekeeper. I'm probably never going to use it. I feel like I should keep it anyway. Yeah, I think I'll... No, it's expensive. I'm going to sell it. It will pay for the ammo for my other guns. Ultra Mag and Caseless Shell. No, I don't need to sell that. I want to buy it. Alright, I can sell from the ship. Yeah, I don't need these. Don't need those anymore. I do need ammo.
Just only the finest collection.
Yes, thank you. Ultra Mag. Buy all of it. Caseless shotgun shells. Buy all of them. I think we're good there. Alright. Well, now I've got, you know, a decent amount of gun and a sword. Let's favorite this. It goes with the other guns. So does this. That's a sword. Okay. I need to sell off these packs. And I need to get rid of these resources. I think I can just put those on the ship. Or maybe I'll just take them to a resource shop. There's got to be a resource shop. Somebody's got to want these. Someone, somewhere in this world, wants the random crap that I am carrying. And my goal is to find that person and stuff their inventory so full they will never walk again. So full, they will never walk again. That's my goal. The playground equipment, it's so cool. It's so cool. Is that a dam? I think that's a hydroelectric dam. Hold on. Move out of my way, tree. I think that's a hydroelectric dam, and I want to go check it out. Oh, okay. That's right. If you run too much, you start building up CO2 and you get dizzy. Yeah, that's a dam. Is there some way to work with this? Like, can I get into it? Maybe if I head down to the bottom. Oh, this rocket's slippery. Come on, come on! Grab it! No! Alright, it's fine. This building has greebles. It's fine. Alright, well... This isn't what I expected to be doing. Oh, there's a bridge up there. Let's get back on track. Alright, I jumped off a bridge today. So, if anybody ever asks you, hey, would you jump off a bridge if everybody else was doing it? You can tell them that I already did it, and it was radical McAwesome. UC distribution. Okay, maybe this is where I should be. Maybe that is where I can sell off stuff. Oh, Outland. They'll take my packs, too. Alright, I'm in the commercial district, so... This is where they distribute UCs. Not to be confused with the OC distribution center, which is where you go to get your government assigned persona.
I've met so many interesting people from working at the distribution center.
Do you work here?
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't wait! Of course, who wouldn't? It's such a privilege to be able to work for the UC government, a true force of good. Every day is so exciting. I get to meet so many new people, solve interesting problems, and learn about developing situations throughout the settled systems. Yep, there's never a boring day at the distribution center.
Are you being held hostage? Blink twice for yes.
Oh, no. When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. I guess I never wanted to have a typical job. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is
He's so enthusiastic about this.
Oh, that's not really my area. I don't have clearance for that just yet. Well, someday, maybe.
Oh.
You'll want to talk to Miss Sang about that.
Okay, cool.
See ya.
Miss Sang,
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online.
That makes sense.
I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. You mean besides providing
Bethesda
customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Kingdom.
Bethesda.
Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care.
Never a dull moment.
I hope we have what you need.
Alright, can I sell you my... Yeah, I can sell you my resources. I'm just gonna start selling shit and you tell me when to stop. Because I don't care about any of this. I don't care about membrane glands and molecular sieves. I'm certainly never going to use any polymar. Oh, but my commerce just leveled up. Heck yeah. Okay. Oh, and I can sell you my packs. Don't need these. Might need these. Ooh, no, I'm good. Anything else? Mitts, circuit board, circuit board. Packs of cigarettes. And all my cactuses. Well, no. I'm keeping the cactuses for my house. Alright, I don't need to sell everything on my ship, though. Oh, yeah.
I hope we have...
I need something. Yeah, there's a lot I can put in those little cubby things. Oh, jeez! I want one, but I can't afford it. Wow, that is a nice shotgun. Yeah, that is definitely a gun that goes bzzzt.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Oh, look who's got a Laredo gun. Welcome to civilization, cowgirl.
Okay.
It's a privilege to be able to work for the UC government.
You scare me. Alright, well, we don't need to visit Outland after all. Oh. I wonder if I can become a reporter. A Settled Systems News Network. Can I sign up with you guys? Do you have a door? Yeah, it looks like they do have a door. This is a building. Maybe it's down here. Okay, upper level. I'm actually kind of, I never noticed this building before, now I'm kind of excited.
Can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards and headshots. Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
But I came all this way.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
You are the best! I
David
will
Barron is
meet
the most
David.
famous journalist
It's
in the
going to
Settled
happen.
Systems.
I'm poisoned? What? Oh, I'm poisoned. Okay. That's weird.
David's amazing. And I hear he's single.
I've just got a feeling about you. You have a story to tell. Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much.
That
He's
interaction
liable to
got me
burst.
poisoned. Oh, what's the problem with David Barron?
We spend hundreds of hours digging into stories. sorting the lies from the damned lies. Then David performs a 2-minute segment and wins an award. Who'd have a problem with that?
Who are you?
A cog in the machine. If you mean literally, Nadia Mufaz, head researcher of the office. So if we got any facts wrong, I'm the one who files your complaint into the shredder.
Nice to meet you too.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're
I've
not
seen you.
from around here. My guess is you work, really work, for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things.
I'm always eager to help the press.
You'd be the first. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
The Crimson Fleet attacked an Argos mining facility on Vectra?
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
Let's maybe not tell them about Constellation.
Rare minerals, you say? That would be worth the price of admission. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
I worked for Argos, now I'm with... Alright, let's talk about Constellation a little bit.
Wow, an actual member of Constellation graces my office. Do we bow? Maybe smoke a pipe? So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
The mining crew banded together and fought them off with mining lasers. And my amazing Fists of Fury.
Huh. Sounds like a good outfit. The heroic miner is a good angle. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
Yo, alright. That was not much, but I got a byline.
I can't believe I'm here. SSNN.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for more,
You have a nice day now.
Sure. I'm gonna keep an eye out for more. I punched all sorts of... Yeah, I punched their weights right off their face. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's, we were gonna go rescue... Oh, right, we have to listen to this transmission. I totally forgot about that. Emergency transmission. These books weigh a lot. I'm gonna have to, sell them off.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett.
Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move! He's trying to figure out our destination, probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah, thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console.
So how are you?
Towards this
Everything
lovely
good?
view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
Right, to the spaceport. Let's go rescue Barrett. We don't actually need to go to the spaceport. We just need to... Missions... Vessel 3. Lay in a course. Yeah. Alright, this Sure, the dump. What are you?
Fine. You know what, Robin? Fine. You win. I'll ask this random stranger in the depths of space if they know how to get... Hey.
That's because we did jump past it.
Robin, can you go 5 minutes without interrupting me?
Maybe if you listen to me every once in a while, I wouldn't have to interrupt you.
I'm still here if you two want directions.
Yes, yes we do. I am so sorry about this. Some of us get a little testy when we're in the wrong.
In the wrong, my ass. They're gonna say it's ahead of us. You watch.
Well, we'll just see about that, won't we?
Where are you going? I have no idea either.
Oh, great. Thanks for nothing, pal.
John, that's no way to treat a stranger. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Thanks for your help. Make your way.
They never actually said where they were going. I hope they get there. Right, land at the Bethel 3 Research Center. Oh, this place is lovely. Got that classic white and blue look going on. Oh, shit. Well, that's two. Alright. Ransacked research outpost. Let's have a look out here. Yep, there are space pirates. And I think they see me. They see me. Is my suit integrity compromised? Poisoned, extreme solar radiation, extreme ambient cold. So yes, my suit is not doing a very good job of whatever that is. Alright, I'm not doing a lot with this sniper rifle, really. I feel like I gotta get in on them. Yeah, I'm coming for Barrett. Barrett is great. Alright. I gotta get in on him. Neva's directive. What is this?
Listen up, you degenerate group of lowlives. Yeah, now I got your attention. This is Neva. I might not know all you, but you sure as hell know me.
Okay.
I'm the oil that keeps our machine running.
Whatever.
And guess what? The machine is about to get bigger. We got solid info that the labs and bases left over from the colony war are all pretty much still functional. Abandoned, but intact. That means the Crimson Fleet gets new hidey holes all across the settled system. So go out there and start making yourselves at home.
Alright, well.
Can't done yet.
That didn't work. I think it is. I think that was pretty significantly a finisher. And I'm gonna die, because I'm on fire. I'm in space and I'm on fire. What is this? It's too difficult for me to unlock. Alright. That turret is still shooting at me, so... I have to remember to use the, thing more. There we go. The favorites menu. I took all the time to set up the favorites menu, and then I keep forgetting to use it. Huh? Oh. Level 16, huh? Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna stand here and fight you. I'm gonna go shoot this other guy, and then I'll come back for you. Where are you, dude? Oh, I'm blind, I'm blind. Ow, I've been shot in the eyeballs. Walk it off. Skill issue, really. I've no sympathy at all. Coachman. Grenades. Safe. I like doing these puzzles, so, expect to see a lot of lock picking. I feel like this, yeah. And then... this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And it's credits. I'm always happy to see money. What is this? Okay, I don't know. It's specialized knowledge. And I don't have that specialty. Ghost. Meh, nothing else here. So there are a lot of people who gripe that, the bases in this game are copy-pasted. That, you know, you can find a base that is exactly identical to 2 other bases on 2 other planets. Or other bases on the same planet or whatnot. And, my only retort to that is that I will never notice. Because my memory is so bad that I just walked all the way back around to the same building again and went through the front door second time. That I will never notice because I suck at noticing things. I think I'm in the wrong building, actually. Entirely. Yeah, 100 meters that... Whoa! Okay, then. I think I'm in the wrong building, actually. No, that's the Frontier. What's up there? Aha, it's a guy. Okay, where is my objective? Over there. Good. Okay. Yeah, I would not have noticed that door. So, as you can see, in general, I am bad at noticing things.
Oh, yeah. There's no certainty to the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, the laws of physics kind of turn into suggestions.
You're pulling my leg again, right? What's the weirdest thing you've seen? No exaggerations this time.
Desktop speaker. An oven mitt. What am I gonna do with an oven mitt?
The mythical mare with the magic horn thing?
Oh, shit.
Come on. Was King Arthur riding on it too?
Oh.
Hello, what are you? It's a rifle. It could be okay.
Kay was more of an extremophile in the vague shape of a horse.
What in the hell are you two talking about?
Holy shit. You actually found me. Well, this is turning into a regular Constellation party, isn't it? I should have brought drinks.
Are you friends with the pirate?
Matsura the Grim here and I actually have a lot in common.
Both escape artists. Being captured by Sistef myself plenty of times.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Relativity. We're all just creatures of the universe, trying to get away from what's after us. Well, you didn't need to worry too much. Matsura the Grim here is actually a wonderful host.
Yeah, Barrett is my favorite character in the game so far.
See, that's what I mean, Matsura. Real
100th of second place.
I have enjoyed our time together, Barrett. But I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it. Is Constellation willing to pay ransom in exchange for this man's freedom?
Hasn't he been enough problems?
You want me to end all this with nothing to show for it?
You're friends!
A ransom isn't about how much one gets along with the hostage.
Cut your losses.
Worth considering. Barrett has some good friends, it seems.
I can't believe that worked.
You're all free to go.
It's been a real pleasure, Matsura. Really. And good luck out there with all the, you know, hurting people and taking their money.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go. Barrett, you coming? Okay. Disassembling arc welder. Oh. Aw. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Bye. Hey, Two Flower. Yeah, this was one of the games that I, in fact, bought a new PC for. Around... Gosh, I don't remember now. But, when my old PC started choking, and I realized that there was a new Bethesda game on the horizon, I knew I would have to buy a new PC. And then, you know, as is customary, I installed Zork and Myst on it and ran through those. But Myst had a new edition with ray tracing, so it was almost like I was making proper use of my computer. I'm just gonna hope Barrett is gonna catch up with me.
So, back to the lodge?
Yeah, Fallout 76 was not terrible. I enjoyed what I played of it.
After this, you're kind of a pirate aficionado. Too soon?
So you're just laughing it up. The new Myst has... Oh yeah, the new Myst has ray tracing. The latest re-release of Myst, like... a couple years ago, I think.
Hey, you're underselling my harrowing escape from certain doom here. A little charm goes a long way when the knives are out.
And then there's the brand new game from Cyan Worlds, but... apparently most of the text in it is AI generated, and I was just kind of like... I play Cyan games for the world building and puzzles. So I kinda decided to just... not...
Later.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Heller. They keep selling Myst, and it keeps working. Why can't we get, like, Zork Grand Inquisitor with ray tracing? All those old 3D... The Journeyman project with ray tracing. All those old 3D games that used pre-rendered, whatnot. Just render it out in real time now. How hard can it be? Just swap out the textures on level 3. Oh no, what's happening? Hello, who are you? Oh boy, it's Bounty. I'm higher level this time. Alright, let's roll, let's rumble. Which traits did I take? Well, give me a minute while this guy goes on. Yeah, have a great night, Two Flower. I'm back to penny larceny on the weekends. Anyway, for traits I took Wanted. I took Dream Home because I wanted to have, like, an enormous mortgage. And what was my third trait? I actually don't remember my third trait. No, the Snake Gods. Yeah, the Snake Cult. Alright, I'm gonna try and scrap with these dudes. I think we can make it. Alright. Wanted comes up all the time for you. This is only the second time it's ever come up for me. The first time they killed me immediately. This time it looks like they're gonna kill me immediately. Because I don't have... I don't have near enough... Yeah, I'm blowing up. Okay. I thought I had some ship parts. I do not. Sarah and Vasca... No. Who is on my crew at the moment? Just Heller and Lynn. I should probably... Crew from any location can be assigned to a landed ship. So I have to land in order to, Wait, we are landed. Yeah, I should probably assign these two to my ship. come to think of it. No assignments are available for... Why not? Can I assign you to something else? No. Can I, like, unassign somebody? Yeah, unassigned from Frontier. Assigned to Frontier. Okay, maybe now they'll give me some benefits. Barrett is also S tier. Well, Barrett's not an option right now.
Hey, what's going on?
Alright, let's see if it happens again. Or if I avoid them again by accident. Maybe I shouldn't try to fight them at half health. Maybe that's a terrible idea. Hey, who are you? A Gallbank Storm Rider. Well, let's get Barrett home. And get my ship repaired, because I fucking suck right now. And I need to not suck. What is the civilian outpost here?
Touching down.
Sorry, what was that? Apex Parrot Hawk. Really? Those are marked as hostile. Are those gonna fucking kill me? Anyway, over there is a civilian outpost that I'm curious about. Watch the skies, traveler. I am deeply nervous about those things. It's cool, though. They don't seem to be, like, following me, and there aren't so many of them that they're just swarming. So let's just go on walkabout for a bit. Scan these weird, metabolitic agent trees. Oh, a cold cave nettle. Wow, it's cold. You know why it's cold? 'Cause it's snow! Alright, civilian outpost. Maybe they'll be friendly.
My data suggests that thieves must die.
Whoever heard of cold snow? Whoever heard of a Charlie in the box? I'm sorry, I don't know why that came out. Hello, civilians? Okay. Well, this isn't the only building. Maybe this building is only used sometimes. So, Looks abandoned. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi.
If you need your ship repaired, find my associate. I break ours just by thinking about it.
Telekinesis, Kyle. Cargo link? A mission board. Yeah. Self-service bounty clearance. Not that I can clear my bounty. How about in here? They say they can repair my ship. Transfer materials between outposts and your ship hold. Well, that's neat. You can have a spacecraft storage outpost.
So,
hey, man.
I heard you're landing. Ask my partner if we're selling ship parts right now.
Wait. That guy has a partner, you've got a partner. Is this like space polyamory? 'Cause I'm down. He heard my landing from like a mile and a half away. Is there any environmental storytelling? Please leave Fanon. My current Fanon is that...
Hey! Not so fast!
What?
Hey.
Oh, shit, sorry.
I'm thinking of building...
Did I get a bounty from that? No, okay.
a bigger hab.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Let me know if you're hungry. Saw your ship. Are you looking for repairs?
Yeah.
What did you break?
None of the stuff needs to be marked. It looked like... It looked like I picked up that drug on the toilet, and she was like, hey, and ran over and grabbed it from me.
We're not hiring, if that's what you mean. But if you're looking for work, take a look at our mission board. There are always contracts for a ship and a crew.
Cool. Well, thank
Hope
you for
reach your
repairing my
destination.
ship.
I know this wasn't it.
I've spent a lot of money. Maybe I should take one of those missions. Just, you know, for the sake of adventure. It's randomly generated, but why not? Just one. Which one? Transport settlers to Aquila. Your passenger space, 1 of 2. Destroy a Crimson Fleet Phantom. Yeah, alright, I'll give it a try. Hold on, let me telekinetically... Wah!
I have something for you when you have a moment.
No. Goodbye.
Pressure holding. Takeoff looks good.
Feel like that bird was about to attack my ship. And I'm surprised we didn't crisp it with the exhaust.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Yeah?
I was beginning to wonder
Yeah,
if you
what is
weren't
it?
coming back.
I certainly do. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you. You gave me,
So
like, a
long.
stalk. You found some grass and you decided I'd want it. Thanks, Sarah. I mean, she's not wrong, but... Let's see, Destroy a Crimson Fleet Phantom at Grissom. That's out here. Let's see if I can win this fight. I saved when I got up to get stuff from Sarah. So, let's see if I can win this fight. Or if I need to upgrade my weapons. You are level 4? Well, shit, dude. You know what? I am gonna... take aim and... lower shields. I'm gonna take your engines out.
Engines are offline.
And then I'm gonna take your ballistics out. And then I'm gonna exit targeting and dock with you. Now remember we left that other ship in like just drifting in the void.
Docking cycle complete.
We're gonna go back for that because I've discovered where we can sell contraband. So I went off and read. Throw too much power. You think you throw too much power into the engines, or I throw too much power into the engines? Well, I prefer to have my engines fully powered at all times.
Better try again. Better forget it.
Well, there we go. And we got paid. And this ship has contraband on it. Excellent. I can try out selling contraband. Why did I pick that up? Why did I bother? Alright, so... I think it's the wolf system. So... let me see if I can find that. Undock. I went browsing. Oh, wow. Crimson Fleet Phantom. It's got a nice reactor. Better jump distance. More shields. Cargo is a bit of a problem, I guess, but... Let's see if we can find this wolf system. It should be... there it is. Wolf.
I've got something with your name on it, boss.
Yeah, I might sell the ship. I don't know.
Switching over to standard engines.
Alright, now I'm looking for something called, the Den? Yeah, the Den. This place apparently will just let me sell contraband.
Engines are up.
Sithonia. The Den. Location discovered. Where's my spaceship? Hold on. Zoom. My spaceship is gone. Hold E. Yeah, that's a problem. Let me try landing.
Beginning landing cycle.
Here to shoot the breeze?
It's been too long since we mined together, don't you think?
Alright, let me step out, step back in. Alright, we're good here. We're good here. Get back in.
Yes?
Anything I can do for you?
Can't wait to see if
well,
Noel's
lift
theory about
off.
the artifacts was correct.
Oh man, you guys are just gonna stay here, aren't you? Well, at least, like, have a seat. Perfect. Flawless. Alright, now let's take off and see what happens.
Dust off complete.
There's my ship.
Orbital pattern locked in.
And it's gone. I am not zoomed in. And if I stand up to walk around, I just get nothing. Okay, well, let's reload and not take over that ship this time. Let's just blow it up.
It's been too long, Dusty.
I hate when I phase out of existence. You know, I hate when I lose track of where I am in the world and my body becomes ethereal. We're immediately greeted by a bug? No. You're being greeted by a squirrel. Hi. How you doing? But yeah, I'd probably put too much strength in my engines. Let's fill out my lasers and my ballistics. I hope you're doing well.
Target's jump system down. You're done. Their shields have been knocked out. Excellent work.
There we go. Oh, you can shoot the debris. No, you can just shoot that one piece of debris. Okay, well, that's fine. I didn't really want to shoot the debris anyway. Unknown location. What? I can travel to an unknown location. Where is it? Oh, it's another Crimson Fleet. Motherfucker. Sure, let's open up on them. asking me if I've had enough?
Directed to their wrap drive.
Platinum, gold, and a molecular sleeve. Yeah, I warped straight to Venom. Who are you? Deimos Armored Transport. Are you guys cool? Let's dock up and see if they're okay. Looks like loot? Could be. Oh, do you think I can steal this ship?
Airlock integrity looks good.
I want to steal this ship. Alright. Oh. Maybe I don't want to steal this ship. You were here, oh. This is... The ship's having a little bit of gravity trouble, huh? Well, I've never been to Gagarin, so... I don't know about that. Vanguard Space Tactics. Missiles deal more damage. Well, that's sweet. Whoops. It's okay. Let's just very slowly drift our way through here. Man, this is why you secure your stuff in space. Uh-oh. Space pirates. Hey, you guys can't shoot me through this window, can you? Okay. The system we jumped into is experiencing solar flares. Took out the ship's systems and they are having trouble restarting. Alright, let's get a actual gun out. Maybe not... reliable pistol. You're gonna get to bed. Good night. Good night. I hope you sleep well, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Obviously, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. See you all tomorrows. But sleep well, please. There we go. Firing a gun in 0G means that you kind of jiggle around. You're in here for 30 minutes. I don't blame you. But so far, I seem to be doing okay. There hasn't been that much to bump into yet. My dude's doing the Peter Griffin death pose in space. Okay, hello. Let me just fly through your crotch. Nothing worth picking up here. Nothing in there. I have to say, these are not the most active pirates I've ever seen, insofar as fighting back goes. Hello? Alright, I am, against my better judgment, I'm gonna switch to this rifle. Because I'm... No, you know what? A laser rifle. Lasers do not have recoil. And I have a ton of ammo for this. So, for fighting in here, this may be the choice. Elevator's out. Oh, I see. Let's check down before we check up. Nothing down here. Okay. Good check. Going up. Stand clear. Alright. It takes a few more shots than I would like, but I have plenty of ammo for it, so I might as well use this. Oh, I'm dead, am I?
Messing with the
Oh, there he is. Okay.
funeral.
This doesn't seem so bad to navigate as such. Although I admit I'm taking it kind of slowly. Oh. You don't look so good. Oh, uranium. That's why. Could I seriously just... No, this isn't a selectable bed. Okay. I was wondering if I could just get a nap in the middle of the derelict spaceship. Alright, I'm gonna take this door.
Over here!
Alright. Pirate Charger. What is this? Oh, it's one of these. Okay, no thank you. Whoa. Nope. I don't need it. I don't need it. Wife's letter. Michael, I don't know if you'll ever get to read this. I feel like I should write it anyway, in case something happens. If this somehow ever finds its way to you, I hope it brings you the closure you need. The ship has been getting bombarded by solar flares. The systems are out and the engines are dead. If by some miracle we're able to get things running again, another flare hits us and we're back to square one. We've been sending SOS signals out, but so far it's just been radio silent. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this one. I don't really know what else to say, but I want you to know I love you. Give the kids a hug and kiss from me. Anne. It's kind of depressing to wonder just how many letters like that get written every day. By someone who just made a bad choice somewhere. This isn't a real book. It doesn't float. Huh. Book is glued down. Alright, I haven't been through this door. I'm not getting through this door. That one's fucked. How are you doing that? No mercy! He yells and I shoot him in the cock 47 times with a laser. Oh, bye. Oh, you're still alive? Dude? Bang! Lots of credits. Nah. Okay, let's get back up and out of here. Let's see, this is... Rescue is en route. All personnel are expected to report to the docking bay for evacuation procedures when notified. Failure to comply in a timely manner will result in disciplinary action. Well, good, maybe they got out. Because I don't see the bodies of the crew anywhere on this ship. Uh-huh. Well, that doesn't look likely, so... Ah! Alright. Just jiggle on through. And... Took you longer than you care to admit to make the connection to go through those? Well, it doesn't look like you can. To start. Ow. You have to coincidentally notice that they're spinning and they stop when the gravity kicks out. And to be honest, if I had been about 3 seconds faster in looking away from them, I wouldn't have noticed myself. What's this? Open door. Okay. What just opened? Oh, wait, I can probably see it through here. Yeah, it's down there. Okay. You get a lot of mileage out of that family dog emote, Salim. You get miles of mileage out of that family dog emote. Right. Now I go through them again. Yes. Yeah, that's why I said you got mileage out of it, but... Anyway, I had a a fight in 0G on my other save. And it was a particularly cool fight because it was in a space casino. But I haven't seen that casino pop up on this save. Good evening, Fire Whiskers. Good to see you. I'm just, very slowly cruising through a derelict spaceship. Now, there was an overlook, and that is the door that it opened. I think... Oh dear, I have the hiccups. So this, I think, was the door that it opened, and that is just the way back out. Alright, did I miss, anything important and significant since you said you'd done this dungeon before? And I am... That noise was fresh... Oh, that's... There's a smuggler compartment. Okay. What? Can I cure my poison? Eat some bacon and egg. Poison it. Okay. Snake oil cures poisoning. There is a smuggler compartment. Alright. Did I go past it, or have I yet to find it? It's real hidden. Okay. Where the door opened, which... Keep going. Alright. There is a bit of lag. Bottom right of the room I'm in here. Bottom right. Okay. Which side is the right? Oh, this, perhaps? Yeah, I see the window. Not this. Alright, well, I'm still looking around in here. Bottom right, like in here? No, not in here. This? I don't... Staple gun, notepad. Look up. Hold on. Let me get... Please get gravity back on. Okay, look up. Ah! Ah! Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed this. Da-dum-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Contraband cache. Requires expert unlocking, and I don't have it. Welp. That's fine. That's honestly fine. Like, this was an adventure of its own. And I can probably come back when I have more unlocking. We'll come back here for a quest? Well, that'd be nice. Alright. Let's roll out. Undock. Why was I here?
Pressure normalizing. Undock.
Why am I here? Grissom, why am I here? I don't remember. What is a Zamka? Oh, I was hunting a Crimson Okay, yeah, that's right. And I got the bounty, so it's fine. Let's pop back to the lodge and turn in, Barrett. Let's turn him in. To a newt? No, he'll get better. That joke is now old enough to be in a museum, you know that, right?
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Barrett, we were worried sick.
Well, some of us were.
I see what you did there, Walter. And I know you've been secretly crying into your piles of money just waiting for my return.
Actually, Walter has been complaining about you more than usual, which is always a sign when he's worried.
Don't start, Kadri.
Wait, is that? And
just
think
a few
the
moments.
first artifact was taking up dust on the library shelf. Now look at them all. You feel it a bit, can't you? Ever since
What
I
did
found
you
the second
miss?
one, had the visions. Being around them is just comforting. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. Why don't I
Please stop
stick around,
talking so I can recap the
help
plot.
you get adjusted to the weird corners of the universe?
Thank you. You missed a lot of running around helping out some Marines and some Freestar Collective Rangers on a base. We found and rescued Alejandra, or rather, we found Alejandra. She pretty much rescued herself because she, you know, opened fire on stuff. She's cool. I like her. Yeah, we went on a quest with Sarah. Her last name is Morgan. I keep wanting to call her Sarah Bryant because I've played too much Virtua Fighter. We went out to find Barrett, and we
Anything else?
recruited Lynn and Heller. So, the tutorial crew did not die. No, we're gonna go
You
our
don't
own
want to
ways.
get dragged down in the gravity of my genius. I get it. Let me know if you change your mind.
Yeah, and I actually want to, Oh, I got a level. Did he get injured? Barrett? Barrett rode a crashing ship through atmosphere, landed, you mean Heller? Yeah, he got injured. Barrett and Heller got kidnapped together, and Barrett, like, wrecked the ship, left Heller because Heller was very injured, and Barrett was dragged off by, like, the Crimson Fleet, befriended his captor. He's had adventures. He's had big, big adventures. Barrett is Space Lando. Why do I keep fucking saying that? Barrett is Lando Calrissian. Let's take another rank of commerce. Because I think we can make a tidy profit on capturing Crimson Fleet ships and reselling them if we have enough commerce.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is
Speaking of
uncharted territory, isn't it?
Alejandra, I wonder where she is. Is Heller the best? Now, Heller is, the smartass guy who was in the tutorial. It was Lynn and Heller. Lynn was my boss. Heller was a smartass. What have I got? Right, I wanted to do this. Who's the suit then? I don't even remember his name.
Let's get out there and do something new today.
Where the fuck did he
I
go?
cannot wait to meet her. It's been ages since Constellation said someone new.
Feel free to help yourself.
Where
at
is the
bar.
old wrinkled
I don't
motherfucker?
drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time.
Best way to make a first impression.
Did you vanish down into the basement? Where are you? Yeah, I don't remember his name. He's just some guy. I don't give a crap. High pressure canister. Ooh. Hey, so like every single news outlet talking about Starfield is talking about this one little stupid trick where you look at this spacesuit and you very carefully angle your mouse at this crack until it says mannequin. And then you can yoink like an enormous upgrade straight through the case. Long before you're supposed to. Am I gonna do that? I'm gonna do that. Is it keyed or locked? It's master locked. Oh man, see, I have this like legendary ass spacesuit. And it pales in comparison to something you can grab out of the basement in like 0.1 seconds. Ooh, I might stick with this liquid cooled suit, though, because it lets me do this. I mean, this liquid cooled helmet. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it for money dollars. That is also an option. I'm gonna use this legendary spacesuit. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this for money dollars. I just picked up commerce, after all. Let's go to the commercial district. And the game just crashed. That is the first crash I've had in, 30-some hours, I think. Yeah, Celine, I don't know what you've done, but the moment you showed up, this game started falling apart. I don't know how you've managed that. You have reverse jerk-hacked my game and inserted programming errors. Because, as everyone knows, Bethesda could never do anything wrong. Alright, gotta get the right angle. Now, I was just doing this. Am I not close enough? Am I too close? Yeah, I love when by Bethesda game goes Bethesda and then it Bethesda's all over itself. Yeah, I just did this. The game has self-repaired. It glued itself back together. Ah, wait. I saw it. There it is. Alright, now let's go back to the commercial district.
What I'm trying to say is maybe you ought to save.
Saved. Thank you. Where are the stairs? How do I get out of here? I'm trapped in the fucking basement. Alright. Yeah. Let's travel the commercial district. See if it crashes. Did not crash. We don't have to be wearing this spacesuit, though. Like, not... No, it's not considered stolen, even. It's just... It's ours now. Oh, yeah, and, we got a new outfit.
In other news, on the lifeless planet of Vectera, a mining operation run by
Yes, I am the Prince of Canuck. Well, the Princess of Canuck. Going to the distro center. Gonna get paid.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher.
Going to the distro
I'm sure we have
center.
anything you might need.
Gonna
Welcome
get
to UC
paid.
Distribution. Something I can do for you? I hope we have what you need.
Vendor credits 800. Okay.
You're always welcome back.
Leaving the district center. Didn't get paid. Where are the soul gen? I don't know. Tamriel.
Keep it moving.
I'm just gonna fly and jump kick security in the face.
You're only... I would never dream of selling substandard. Please do. I hope we have something that suits you. Get it?
$5,000. He can... Well, he can afford the helmet. And he can afford the pack. He can't afford the suit.
Good luck on all your adventures.
Right, yeah. So what we're gonna do is... We're gonna head to a different place that might have a store. Maybe he'll replenish after a long rest. Alright, let's take a seat. The Trade Authority only had 800 bucks. Probably because I already sold to them. Alright, is this enough time for you to have restocked?
If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I can't imagine being stranded out there in the middle of nowhere.
The kiosk next to the landing
Yes,
pad.
by all means, have a look.
Oh, right. Not the distro center. Okay. His funds did not restock. So let's head out to the landing pad and try the Trade Authority, actually. Let's see. Mass District. Residential. Landing pad, landing pad. Yep, this place. This is the Trade Authority.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches.
Yeah. 5,000! That is... I'll only lose like 90. It's fine. There we go. Padding out our bank account. Yeah, I only lose like 90 bucks. It's fine. They're in the well. Oh, that's true. Well, it's fine, it's fine. I got what I needed. Anyway, I kind of want to hit this quest up, even though I know that it will, it's a little high level for me right now. I just have to read the actual slate. Secret outpost. Loyal to your crew, I get it, but screw that. Beg, borrow, steal, kill to get to Denabola I-1B. There's a secret outpost we're trying to crack. Once in a lifetime opportunity. You will regret it for the rest of your life if you don't get your ass over here. It is extremely recommended that you do this quest at some point. It's cool. So where is a Denabola? Way out here. Yeah. Unexplored route. I need to fill out the system a bit, apparently. I hate that there are preset jump routes.
Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way.
Yeah.
And that's it. Enjoy Neon.
Oh, I could drop by Neon. I could do my job interview. You know what? I'm gonna do my job interview first. We need to get a corporate job. Get paid more. Yeah, the job interview from the first stream never happened. I forgot to go to it. This is the first time I've been out here.
Everything in the green.
And, you know what? I'm gonna take Alejandro with me to my job interview. For comedy's sake.
Yes? Finally, I've been waiting.
I arrived in the daytime. I did.
Some would say this place represents all the worst impulses of humanity.
Awesome. Let's go. It does kind of kill the... A little bit. A little bit. It's still shitty and rainy, so...
The effort to make this place livable is astounding. There's no end to what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made.
So we cross the bridge to Neon.
Security cares far more about what you take with you when you leave Neon than what you bring into it.
You sound like you know this place really well, Alejandra.
Don't move, Nesha!
What's this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Nesha? Smuggle the Aurora into King City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right? Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayo's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it! Let's go! James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems.
Gabe Newell? What? Oh, James Newell. Gabe Newell better watch his back. This is basically Half-Life 3. So,
There
you
is little
know,
question that Ryujin has some influence.
basically
in
Mega
New York.
City 1.
I wonder how Mr. Bayu feels about that.
There are so many people talking about everything that you can't even keep track. So let's head to Ryujin. And you may ask why I want to work here. No reason. Bye, Alejandra. Or Andrea.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know.
I think I can find it.
Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
I'm sure I can find it because I have a handy map
Suspect that
marker.
if I were confined to life in an office like this, someone would end up being stabbed.
Excellent! I'm so glad I brought her to my job interview. Maybe she can share some of these insights with my new employer.
Prepared than the last one. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
Make sure they understand that in the end...
All right. Just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries.
No, you're not.
I
You're
don't
that lady
normally
from
do this,
Hackers.
but my counterpart, Yuko, is indisposed at the moment. So, here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match. Which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
April, I finished that research you needed done. Everything's right here.
Neuroamps are revolutionary. Is that those head things that people wear? Because those are cool. I think I like those.
A pretty knowledgeable answer for someone who claimed to have no familiarity with Ryujin and our product lines.
I took a guess.
You're either a bit too modest or smart enough to put in a little research before coming here.
Yeah, think I'm smart, please.
And only one of those qualities is of any use. I assume you know which one. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
I can make any deal. I'm gonna try my golden persuasion.
Including this job? The art of the deal can go a long way here. If what you say is true, you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed?
Depends on what I'm working towards.
Here at Ryujin, that's completely up to you. It's not unheard of for someone like you to reach an executive-level position. Plus, we're pretty good at finding any untapped potential, so if there's a role we know you'll excel at, we'll find it. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
I like cybersecurity.
In that case, you'd find yourself on one of the best teams in the settled systems. It's nice to see someone take an interest in the legal side of cybersecurity, but I hope you enjoy a challenge. The hackers these days keep our people busy round the clock. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Yeah, sorry, I was busy Googling who the lady from Hackers was. And apparently it's Angelina Jolie. She looks like Angelina Jolie in Hackers. She really does. So wait a minute, wait, what am I doing now? I'm getting coffee, okay. Yeah, that's an appropriate thing for an entry-level position. Coffee. Go get coffee. I can do this. Don't drink the coffee. Don't eat the coffee. Don't eat the cups. Just get the coffee. Don't get distracted. Don't get, like... yeah, don't let my incredible untreated ADHD distract me in the world of shiny lights. Baby Driver, I have not seen it. I used to be an actuary, and then I took an arrow in the knee. Hey.
Hi, there's a line here. Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you?
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite.
Wow, that sucks. Give me Imogen Salato's order.
The Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody?
I'm making frantic snap his neck signs to my companion back there, but she's not picking it up. Yeah, it's not really my problem.
Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
I believe you have grossly misunderstood the situation. If you put the gun down, perhaps we can come to an understanding.
You mean it's either you or me?
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands.
Can we talk about this?
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job.
How much of the coffee have you been drinking?
Fail. And I think you know where this is headed.
Look, we can work this out.
No, I have to do this. You don't understand.
I'm highly trained. If you attack me, you die.
Don't make me laugh. I pull this trigger, you're dead.
Sure we can work something out?
Nobody wants that. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
Of course.
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
If that time does come, I expect you to keep your word.
Well, I was gonna whip out my gun and blow him away, but okay, Alejandra. I didn't expect you to be my morality pet.
I'm gonna drink nothing but terrible and pull all nighters for
Oh, fuck, wait.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them.
Yeah, give me coffee.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Thank you.
Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Mr. Cho. Alright.
Those Trident cruisers soon. I'm excited.
Well, you know, that went well. I managed not to shoot somebody in the face in the coffee shop.
Neon. Instant sensory overload.
Oh, I don't know. I like it. But I played Jeff Mint. What does a 3D bottled coffee order look like? Let's get close up with it. Yeah. Caution. Hot. Well, good. I don't suppose I can... No, I'm actually not allowed to drink it. I'm actually not allowed to drink the coffee. Hi, you're purple. Can I show up at the coffee meeting with my gun drawn? Yeah.
Hi. Welcome to Arbron.
Hey,
thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand.
Good to meet you.
Likewise. Let me know if you need any help. I'm
I
always
see the back
happy
of
to
your
talk
hand.
shop. What brings you to Ryujin Tower today?
I work here.
Ah, fellow employee. Nice gig, right? Working here beats the hell out of most jobs I've had in Neon.
You seem like quite the firearms
Well, I
expert.
better be. I'm a three-star Navy vet. Firearm expertise comes with the territory. I saw more than my share of action with a gun in my hand. Those days are behind me, though. Now I prefer to stay behind the counter and let other people do the gunslinging.
Well, I'd like to see what you're selling.
Plenty of stock today.
Yeah, so we can just pick up a particle beam gun. Dang. Annihilator rounds. Oh, awesome. We could just pick up a particle beam gun on the way into work.
Thanks for stopping by.
The only gun I've ever seen with panel lines. Somebody fucking detailed that thing like a Gundam model.
I can't wait for my next break.
Nothing else in here, though. Hey, where can I get one of those Neuralink things? Drone, maybe? Can I go to a place called Drone and get fitted with a neurological link?
Yeah,
Because,
and the
Jesus
kids are going
Christ.
to love it.
That sounds like the beginning of a bad furry transformation story.
Details, Ray.
We'll find out soon
Don't
enough.
cause any trouble.
And I'm sure you made his day with the sale. Now let's stop by Tranquility.
I hope you're having a nice day.
I've got my eye on you.
Well, apparently nobody works here. What do I mean bad? I mean bad.
I enjoy a great many foods and drinks. Tea has never been one of them.
Welcome.
Well, alright then. Look, if I'm gonna get my skull fitted with something called a Neuralink from Drone, I expect certain things to happen. But apparently I can't get one. Tranquility. I guess they don't sell them here. That's a shame. Maybe my boss can't be one. Yeah, maybe I can get a Neuralink installed. From my boss. And that also sounds like the beginning of a furry transformation story. Hey.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup?
I ran into an ex-employee of yours.
Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return.
Oh.
Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now.
Well, thank you, Miss
So,
Jolie.
congratulations. You've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
You were right to talk the situation through, rather than letting it escalate.
So, no more coffee errands?
No more coffee errands, but depending on how you look at it, the word errands technically still applies.
Yeah, this is an RPG after all. I fully expect to fetch quest my ass off.
You say that now, but let's move on to the details. I'm promoting you to Junior Operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
You can also steal from the people. Add influence and ensure success. No, that sounds fairly self-explanatory.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Neat. In the conference room.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Am I about to?
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Ah, this conference room. I don't know. I like... Yeah, now I have everybody's coffee, including Yuko's, which I'm gonna drink. Hey.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is.
I doubt your daily orders are the sole difference between profits.
Yes, the profit margins are vastly different at this point in time. It's more the principle of the matter. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up.
I will remember
hopefully
you
won't be
because of
often.
Lyndon Bucks. Yeah, well, there goes my
The
paycheck.
expenses aren't as extreme as you may think. We limit them. The intent is to discourage, not dishearten. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, you are all fired.
No, I will not help you hurt.
Yep. He's essential. He's essential. Oh well. Who are you? You look you're practically sliding out of your chair. You look comfortable.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations.
No wonder you look so comfortable. Marketing must be easy here. Tech basically sells itself.
Having a brand following definitely has its perks, but it's the others we like to focus on. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
I only care about the results, not the methods.
Oh boy, you're gonna be a real handful. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
I don't know. These folks all seem friendly enough to me. I'm sure they'll treat me respectfully.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you.
I'm quite the specimen, I know.
Sounds like something my son would say. And no, I don't mean that as a compliment. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse.
I'll do my best.
Let's hope your best is good enough.
I saw that coming. And Camden Cho. He's the one I'm supposed to remind about the coffee.
So, fetching coffee one minute, and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around.
The barista said she triple-checked the grind herself.
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew Coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
My job description certainly sounded otherwise.
Sometimes it takes drastic measures to ensure we can deliver the best products possible. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Hey, he said thank you. I'm not gonna shoot this man. Although it's really tempting. Aw, you're a box.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
I impacted that one guy right in the face. Yeah, the basic theme was don't get caught.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at KeltCorp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Big mistake on their part.
My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers.
I know that somewhere in this game, I know this because somebody tweeted about it. Somewhere in this game is Bo Billingsley, also known as Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop. He's somewhere in here, and I'm waiting for his voice to come up. Consider it done.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at KeltCorp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Alright, straight to corporate espionage. We really did move up in the world. Can't open this. Can't open this.
I've got my eye on you.
Hi.
Imogene told me she hired another operative. Welcome to the team. I'm April.
What's it like having Imogene as a boss?
It's great, as far as I'm concerned. I have a lot of respect for Imogene. She's not afraid to take what she wants. And hates paperwork as much as I do. But what I like the most? She trusts us to get things done. None of that micromanaging crap.
I am
Good luck with
curious,
future
actually.
assignments.
Like, Ryujin seems to own a lot of other companies, including, like, a tea company and,
Hey, it's the newbie.
Hey. I literally can't talk to you. Oh, wait, no, there it is.
I warned people that Toma was unstable. And look what happened.
Yeah, that happens. Oh well. They've got dragon branding all over the place.
I'm a little busy right now.
I mean, come on. You can't imagine them to be, like, fully altruistic. I just want to know where I go to get my face modified. I want a little chip in my face. Where do I get that?
I think I found something, but it's sensitive.
Hey, am I wandering into, like, unsecured areas that I'm not supposed... No, I'm wandering into the bathroom. Oh, the lighting color is changing. The Ryujin dragon smooching the bingo dingo, if you like. Here I am at drone again.
I'd love to have a genuine drone robot on my ship.
Awesome. This is out of order. Can't really tell what's in there.
Don't wander into any
Please,
restricted
I just
areas.
want a thing in my face. Who do I talk to for that? Is it you?
Hello, my name's Christine. I'm the office manager here. What brings you in today?
I'm interested in your products.
I can't blame you. I'm an avid tea drinker myself.
Oh, right, you're the tea
There's
people.
nothing like a cup of our sunray tea to put a spring in your step on a rainy neon day. If you'd like to learn more about how our teas are made, you should speak with our blend master. Her name's Nancy. You'll find her in our office just behind you. And thanks for stopping by. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your visit more comfortable.
Actually,
You're
her
welcome back
real name is
anytime.
Betty Jo Bialski, but everybody knows her as Nancy. Alright, let me try one of the other floors. How about Tayo Astroneering? That doesn't sound likely, but... Oh, wow.
Tayo always seemed more
Tayo needs you. Instead of fueling our competitors, why not sell directly to Tayo? If you're an independent shipper, contact Vern Sokoban. Sobakin. Soba Noodle. Alright, I guess I can
than
sell
substance.
resources directly into the
Clearly
company.
it appeals to some.
By now or by next year?
I can just be the most corporate drone to ever have corporate droned. Down to the lobby. I could have sworn.
You and a bot. Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a neuroamp?
Yes, yes I am.
I'm stocked up on all of Ryujin's best neuroamps.
Alright, what are these? A boardroom suit. Neuro Boost Mark 1, plus 5 intimidation chance. Diplomacy chance and instigation chance. Hold up.
Bye-bye.
Diplomacy. You can force an NPC at or below your level to stop fighting for a while. Okay. Intimidation. You can force an NPC to flee for a while. And instigation, you can force a target NPC to attack their allies for a time. So, I think I should wait on that, actually. But I think that's, you know, interesting. Alright. We've got our job. We have our corporate job. Let's fuck off and ignore it for a little bit. I want to go back and, pick up on the plot again. Because I think Sam Coe wants us. Into the unknown. Oh, talk to Vladimir. Alright. Let's talk to Vlad on the eye first. And then we can pick up Sam Coe.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Yep, sure.
complete. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
No, thank you.
Did Vladimir inform you that I will be making another delivery? All right. Yes, like Vladimir and I agreed on what should be included. That's all fine then. Do let me know if you get a response. That is highly unlikely, but if it happens, I will be sure and tell you.
Okay. Right, let's go talk to Vlad.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the Blackest Sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
Alright. This is the mission that I've been driving towards particularly hard.
Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing Caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
You think something so big would be so easy to
You're
find?
looking for the eye of the storm. Whole thing is a whirlwind. But getting to the source, need to wear your patience thick.
Alright. Hold up, Procyon. Thank you for that. Let's see, Procyon, out here. Go to the planet of raccoons. Oh, shit. Cut engines, more lasers. I think he's hiding in the asteroids. Oh, there are a lot of them, aren't there?
Direct to their grav drive. Their shields are gone. Take them out.
Yeah, just did.
Enemy shield system has been damaged. Don't let your guard down. The enemy repaired their weapon.
Okay. Ah, shield's offline. Damn. Spacer Coyote. I want to board this one. Hold on. Let me take out their engines. Come on, go down. Nope. Oh well. Spacer Coyote is your favorite Maverick. That can't be true. Spacer Coyote isn't any kind of bug. Well, I mean, I guess it could be, could be some form of sea life. Alright. Fuck. Hold on. As usual, I step out onto the planet without putting on my spacesuit. Alright, follow scanner distortions. Which I'm not seeing any of. Ah, here we go. Well, as long as I'm walking around with my scanner up, I can scan things. But, gotta follow these glitches, I guess.
What does your scanner reveal?
I'm just burning through the glitches and scanning through the ditches that I see in the back of my jagged circle. Following glitches until I reach the... Yeah. Yeah, this is the way. Lots of argon. A crabfly grazer. Let's go ahead and just scan that while we're passing it.
Come then, meet your death.
Oh no, what is happening over there?
We are triumphant.
Alright. Sure. I didn't intend to shoot them, but apparently Andrea is trigger happy.
This is what we have been looking for. It is... I do not have words.
It's big.
Those rings, are they moving? They seem to react to us. Dangerously low temperatures here. Keep an eye on your vitals.
There it is. I missed it. I went right past. I Tokyo drifted right past it. It's easier to find these in first person, I guess. And make contact with them, actually. You just have to boost straight at them.
That has done it. Look! The center of the rings beckons.
Everyone's favorite part of Straight Pace Quest 4. The jokes in the computer store?
right? We need to get you back to the lodge.
So, I passed through a Stargate, and now I can generate an anti-gravity field. Except it doesn't work on me. Which kind of sucks, actually. Yeah, I mean, if you thought that this game wouldn't have, like, weird space powers... Well, welcome to Bethesda? Getting weird, cool powers is kind of their thing.
Security here is so visible. I suppose it makes people more comfortable. Most people, anyway.
No, I say they have weird, cool powers. Honestly, I
What
would.
has happened while we have been away?
Hey, folks.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
Glad it gave me powers.
What in the blackest sea are you going on about? What did it do to you?
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just gonna take this off. Okay. Check this out.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical
there he is.
consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
I'm gonna use this everywhere.
Well, I suppose we can't stop you. But I'm joining the Deny Everything to the Public Club for a while.
There are several reasons to restrain yourself. Keeping it quiet is but one. And perhaps not the most important.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
Other planets might have gravitational anomalies. Can I just search all of them?
You'd still need to cross-reference the artifacts we have with the data from the eye to pinpoint the source.
I'll follow up on the other one.
Don't think it's just Fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
I made a bunch of stuff float off the desk.
We've always
It's great.
considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Alright, let's talk to Sam. Hi, Sam.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
Don't overwhelm me with welcome.
Just a friendly jab. Small group like this, you'll learn more about everyone than you ever wanted to. Kind of all that family is, in a way.
Like more than you'd ever want to know. Hello, kids are around, people. Kuriko, by the way. Hi, hi.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Oh, you definitely take after your father.
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business.
Right, I gotta get a better ship as soon as
Sarah
possible.
tell you about the expedition?
Not much.
I feel the same. Yeah, I always get antsy planetside. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Oh no. Are you just gonna stare at me? Okay.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
But yeah,
Sarah's the best
here's
possible person to be
Stroud.
running Constellation at a time like this. Focused, no nonsense, and dedicated.
Because we were all trying to remember his name earlier. And we could not. Alright, to Narion. And Freestar Collective Space. I think. No. Narion's where my house is, isn't it? Where's fucking... Please actually, like, set shit as my mission when I get a mission, please. Cheyenne. Right, we're going to Space, Wyoming.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Alright, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
Okay. Are you all ready for some space western?
Let's put this bird on the ground.
Are there space dragons? Not that I'm aware of. And technically, this is not a Futhro-Da. Futhro-Das go horizontal. Anti-gravity field goes vertical. Now, if there is a knockback Futhro-Da, that's cool to know. Alright, I'm just gonna hold on to this perk point. You just practicing looking moody?
Alright, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over.
It's a big tail. You have plenty of places to see. What about Cora? Is she coming?
She stays with the ship, usually. Got a few more years to go before I let her swill whiskey in some backwater bar.
Okay.
There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go.
So we find the empty nest and the artifact.
Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
What is it?
Oh, well, bye. Alright, the local gal bank. I'm good for weight. and money and all, so...
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
Never a dull moment around here.
I know you. You're Sam Coe. Marshal will be damn glad to have another Freestar Ranger helping out.
Afraid your information is a couple years out of date.
Well, what's the trouble?
Well, all I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways. You'd have to ask the Marshal if you want the whole story.
I'll keep that in mind.
If you think you might be able to help out, you could talk to the Marshal. Truth is, last I heard, things weren't going so good.
Well, I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the Gal Bank vault. We better see if we can help move the situation along.
Why are you way the fuck back there?
You stay where I can see you, Marshal. Everyone...
Kila City. Feels like I spent half my life trying to get out of this place.
I can relate, man.
Planning to tell me your demands at some point?
You find someone we can trust, and maybe we will.
Like
I'm someone
who?
you can trust.
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city go...
Hold on a minute. I know that there was a... Yeah, Hippolyta. Plus 20% persuasion chance. You can trust me. I'm on drugs.
What the hell am I supposed to do with that? You need to stand back now.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Well, I'm a little busy right now, so if you don't mind, I need you to hang back.
Kila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Coe. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam. I'll trust your judgment on this one. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them.
That makes sense,
They're using
of
the
course.
intercom to communicate.
There's a hostage situation at the bank. Well, I must have made some demands.
They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one.
Well, maybe I could talk some sense into them.
All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Take it slow and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
Wow, I'm so glad everybody's so encouraging.
Hands where I can see him, and don't try nothing.
Hey, I'm here to get the hostages killed.
Negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong.
Well, first I'd like to know who I'm talking to. What's your name, young man?
It's Jed. Jed Bullock.
Good to meet you.
Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us?
Because you're not the only person who's had trouble with the law.
I heard that. Okay, so let's talk.
Well, there must be something... Well, tell me your
We
demands.
want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it?
It's a pretty tall order.
Then persuade the Marshal that it ain't. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last.
You know, it's not too late to end this peacefully.
What do you mean?
You know the Marshal can't let you get away with this.
You really think so?
Give up now and you'll do some time, but nowhere near as much as you would if a hostage dies.
Damn it. I didn't think of it that way. Nobody's been hurt. So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. Yeah. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the Marshal we'll come quietly.
You'd make a decent ranger with the way you handled that.
Happily, I really love making persuasion checks. I really, really love making persuasion checks.
Seems we've got a little excitement on our hands.
Because otherwise I would have gone in there guns blazing.
Those
but, you know.
guys are scared. I can tell. What's the word?
It's over. They're coming quietly.
Well, I'll be a son of an Ashta. How'd you pull that off?
I won them over with my irresistible charm.
Ha! Well, you don't lack for confidence. Well, I bet you could sell dirt to a Dusty. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles
the Rock is here?
All right. Now that lives aren't on the line, let's get back in Galbank, see if we can get those maps.
You know what?
These days I hardly see my husband at all. He works for
Yeah, I think we're Ranger material.
It's okay. We'll take it from here. I'm okay. I just need a minute.
Let's go apply to be a Wyoming Space Ranger.
And you're breathing? Back to normal yet?
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
You need to give it more time, Helga.
Guess that means you won't be telling the Marshal that I'm approved.
Then again, maybe this is a bad idea.
Not yet. There could still be a setback.
No.
I need to be close.
Does this look like the face of Mercy? This is obviously the face of a Ranger.
You should know that I'm crawling the walls in here.
You just take it easy. Shouldn't be long now.
You two supposed to be in the hospital or
Some
something?
days it feels like if I stopped stitching people back together, the whole city would be a ghost town in a week. Here's what I've got on hand.
I guess anytime I stop by one of these places, I buy out their medkit selection.
I got a feeling this ain't the last I'll see of you.
Oh shit, Godzilla! What is this? Closed for remodel. Oh. What are you? Yeah, you know what we're doing. No, I can't get a self. Alright, free cam. You know what we're doing? Yeah. We gotta get a good pose. Yeah. Alright, hold on. I want to get that old monster movie look. Yeah, that'll do. No. This'll do. That's great. That is unreal. This is fucking amazing. I love it. And one with, there we go.
Walked in and tried to rob the place in broad daylight?
Seems that way.
That's
hey.
pretty crazy.
Need something? You got some business with me?
The marshal sent me.
Oh. Well, if the marshal sent you to me, that means he's looking to recruit you. Just so you know what you're getting into, I'll explain who we are and what we do. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do.
Sounds like dangerous work.
It can be, yeah. We tend to get called in when there's a threat too big for local security to handle. So that means we hunt the most dangerous game. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can.
What authority do you actually have?
Well, in theory, a Freestar Ranger can go anywhere in Freestar Collective space, even private property. But of course, it doesn't always work out that way. We also have jurisdiction over any local security when we're tracking a fugitive.
Alright. Is it paying work? That's important to know.
I'll say right up front that if you're looking to get rich, this ain't the line of work for you.
Oh shit.
But, yeah, we do get paid from time to time to help with expenses and such. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers?
Yeah, given the way I had to bail him out, can I have the Marshal's job?
If you knew half of what I did about the man, you'd show him a lot more respect. Besides, I'm next in line, and I'll be damned if I'm letting you cut ahead of me.
Do I fill out a form?
I prefer a more practical kind of evaluation. I'll give you the details if you want to join up.
Alright, I might as well, become a space government cop, ranger. Maybe I can continue, like, talking people out of bank robberies, using my devastating charm.
Might be a good fit for you. The Rangers can do a lot of good.
Before I hand you a badge, I need to know you can handle the job. You helped out with the hostage situation.
The ultimate fantasy, being a cop that isn't a complete fucking asshole.
Tell you what, use the mission terminal and take one of the listed jobs. Your choice. Come back alive, and we'll talk about you joining up.
Okay.
Then I suggest you get going.
But yeah, I want to be... I want to have, like, a hat like that. And I think the way you get a hat like that is to be a ranger. Kill, 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 destroy, rescue hostage. I'm gonna go with rescue hostage. Of course, you still have to kill a bunch of people, but at least you're doing it in a rescuing way. And we were just at Procyon. Oh yeah, I'm kind of abandoning Sam's thing to do this. But I just want to, you know, get some no, wrong one. I just want to get some bona fides. But yeah, I'm becoming a corporate agent. I'm becoming a cop. I am role-playing kind of a jerk, I admit, but... Whoa, okay. Alright, let's target lock. Let's take out their engines. Or try to. Guys, could you not have a private conversation, like, directly behind me while I'm in the middle of a fight?
My presence, regardless of how I present myself, I feel as though they're looking at me with disdain rather than comradeship. Green, honestly, I think you're being a bit paranoid. Everyone I've spoken to has nothing but complimentary things.
Alright. Let's rescue a hostage. Sorry, I mean to say, let's rescue a hostage. Shotgun.
What? Damn it! Oh. Picking us off! It's going down!
Whoa. Hello, hostage. Well, alright. That went well.
I take back anything bad I ever said about the Rangers. I just knew the Rangers would come through. I never lost faith.
You stay safe out there.
I'll do my best. After you undock, I got to get straight back to it, but thank you.
You can get up now. You... Alright.
Separation complete.
Well, I successfully did not blow up the ship and kill the hostage. I consider that a show of remarkable restraint on my part. I deserve a medal. I deserve, at least 3 ice cream sundaes. I deserve, $10 million. Oh, congratulations on my successful rescue. Good night. Good night. I'm probably going to stop in just a little bit myself. I want to finish out Sam's mission, and then I will put the brakes on and probably, lay down. Maybe. And I'm gonna go back to the regulator. This pistol is absolutely amazing, actually. But yeah, I want to become a ranger. Part of my, you know, fantasy for this game was indeed becoming, like, a goofily dressed space cowboy. Cowgirl, I guess. I want to be the Calamity Jane of the stars. Oh my god, where did you come from? The 1980s, apparently. But, like I said, I want to be the Calamity Jane of the stars.
You've got potential. Just need to see a little more from you. Oh, you're back. How'd it go?
I hope I make the Freestar Collective a little bit safer.
I'm sure you did. And I'm glad to know that was your priority. You did what I asked, so let's go meet the Marshal. Follow me.
God damn, that's a cool poster, though. Like, I would buy an album with this as the cover.
We operate with limited resources.
Are you talking to me?
Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate.
Did you just say there's like a dozen of
Your
you?
eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm.
There are fewer people in the Rangers than like in the Fighters Guild.
Marshal?
Emma, I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems like a fine candidate. Got the right priorities.
All right then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you. I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the Freestar Collective, even if it means risking your own life?
Absolutely.
Good. Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, deputy.
Congratulations. The Rangers ain't a bad outfit, and they're lucky to have you.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger.
What can you tell me about Montera Luna?
It's a moon that orbits Montera. It's got a breathable atmosphere, warm climate, and good soil for growing.
Right, so I have to go to Montana.
Just a name. Michaela Wagner. There have been Wagoners on Montera Luna for a long time, and I'm sure they're proud of that heritage.
I go to space, Montana, help the Wagoneers.
Well, most things do at the start. Doesn't mean they stay that way. That being said, best not to assume anything. Just try to keep an open mind. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
Oh, are you coming?
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
Okay. Let's see, we got, oh, holy shit. This gun costs more than me. A deputy hat, a deputy badge, I can't equip it all, and a ranger deputy uniform. Well, now I look quite fancy, actually. Did you just hurt yourself falling down the stairs, ma'am? Anyway, let's immediately ignore our new responsibilities. And, go hit Galbank. And by hit Galbank, I mean look through it, not rob it. My first act as a ranger is not gonna be, you know, rob the bank. That would be fucking hilarious, though, actually. I don't even have a stealth score. I can crouch and everybody can see me. Also, that's bad for my hips, so I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry, your Aunt Sizey knows what she's about. The door is stuck. The door doesn't work.
Ugh, I hate instantly putting on the pounds like this.
SSNN says that spacers and the fleet are getting worse. That's what they've always.
Okay, this one works. Somewhere around here is stairs?
By
You
preserving the heritage of
have the
Aquila
worst
City,
mustache I've ever
we
seen.
provide a vital service to those more esteemed.
Sam, how the fuck do I get to the basement of the bank? Where's your safe deposit? There it is.
Alright. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's
Where
a
are you
copy of the
talking to
key.
me from? Search for the maps.
Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation. So it's not gonna be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after.
I have a cough? I have a lung damage. I don't know why I have lung damage. Oh no. Burns and frostbite. Why do I have lung damage? I probably got caught outside in a storm and... treats lung damage. Oh boy, die of lung problems. It really is just like the Old West. There we go. I rubbed some snake oil on it. It's fine. I rubbed some snake oil on my lungs. Alien tick display. Why is there a display of a tick with a... You know what? We're just gonna take all this.
Alright, let's see.
What about over here? Alien critter display. This is just a tick display. Again, you rebranded it. Oh my god. Sam, your family is tacky, Sam. I just want you to know that. Cred sticks. That will be stealing, though. A note for Sam. What does this say? Sam, I know you and your friends are gonna come plunder your heritage at some point. You want those maps? You know where to find me. Great.
Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming.
Hello, Jacobs. I'm walking into drama. This is the part where I walk into drama.
You gonna be like this the whole way?
Maybe.
Damn it. I was hoping to avoid the estate. Cora's gonna be so mad.
Sam, level with me. Who is Jacob?
You really gotta do this?
Going to the estate, I'm gonna find out.
You're not wrong.
We can't work together if you don't trust me.
It's not supposed to be your business. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, well, maybe you'll feel better?
I don't know.
I
Look,
failed a persuasion
I'm done
check.
talking.
Okay.
You'll find out soon enough, okay? Let's just get going.
Right after I specifically upgraded persuasion. All right, let's go to the estate. The estate. Maybe now that I am, you know, a duly sworn deputy of Freestar, whoever this is will open up to me. I mean, I'm still on my training mission. I still have, you know, like, my driving instructor, essentially.
I'm just saying, my family was on the first ship. Proper founders.
My family came in, what, 10, 15 years old?
Evening, ma'am.
Hi there.
Aquila City truly is the jewel of the Freestar Collective.
Okay.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. But they think it is.
If you worship celestial being, you're not a snake worshiper, you're a Gundam pilot. Hello?
Well, well. Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
He's grabbing his belt buckle. He's in defense mode.
Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you.
Oh my, look at that face. She is listening to a family argument, and she is making that face. Beautiful.
Family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
Oh, right, I wanted to take a photo of them, too. So, there.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
I guess, let's let Sam talk.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Yeah, 1 second, Sam.
Lives get stuffy sometimes. Another day, another bag.
Okay, I think we're ready to proceed with the plot.
It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes.
Now, what were you saying?
Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options.
I could talk to him. Might see a reason.
You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
I love arguing. Hey.
What is it this time, Constellation?
We need those maps, Jacob.
Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here.
You know, the sooner you agree, the sooner we leave your house.
Maybe you're right. Can't believe I'm saying this.
Immediate success.
But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room. Here. Key.
Hey, you trust this face, don't you? Oh man, I want to steal everything this guy fucking owns. But I'm not gonna do that with my instructor in the police force staring at me.
You have what you wanted. Now off with you.
Yeah, I'm leaving. "30 years experience arguing with that guy." Yeah. And all I had to say was, give me what I want and I will leave.
Something to report?
Alright, let's see if we can find the empty nest. Alright, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh boy. That's a problem.
Don't say things like that. My anxiety's bad enough as it is. Yeah, I am 60 or 70 years old and I don't need this shit. Just tell me what's going on.
We'll be fine. Just gotta take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank.
Criminals of our artifact. I better not break it or sell it.
Hey, if they're willing to trade, all the better. But the Shaw Gang is, shoot first kind of outfit. Alright, time's a wasting. Let's get to that cave.
Yeah, alright. So, let's pop out there. We cannot just pop out there. I think we're gonna have to walk it. Alright, well, if we're gonna have to walk out there, maybe I better get more ammo. Man, it certainly is orange out today.
Your next stop wouldn't be the Charybdis system, would it? We got a report of a distress call out there, but we don't have the shift to send someone that far out.
And every time there's a distress call, I feel obligated to go there immediately. Roland Arms. Alright, let's pick up some more ammo.
I've got outlaws, Ashta, those bandits from the Shaw Gang. This can be a dangerous place. Best to carry a reliable piece. Okay.
The Everybody Dies Kelly system is a few steps to the left.
I'll be more than a little displeased.
A few stars to the left. Alright, what do I actually use? Now that I... Well, I can sell this. 3 parsecs Basilia. It makes sense. I can sell this. What does this use? 7.5 millimeter. So I use 43 Ultramag. Nope, I'm not selling that. I'm buying it. Thank you. I've been working my entire life on the unsolvable mystery of these ruins. Yeah. And, you know what else? I'm pretty sure there's only, like, about 100 or so Pokemon. It's fine. There are no more Pokemon than that. Alright, I can't believe they just handed us this thing. Look at, this is the most American gun I think I've seen... Like, look, it's a chromed revolver with a laser sight. This thing practically has America written on the side of it. Alright, we gotta walk there, I guess. Well, to be fair, sometimes the mystery was... What is Braille? Something no 10-year-old would ever know about unless they were blind or had blind friends or had a blind kid in their class or read about history or, have a Relicanth and Waylord in your party. Well, see, that is a puzzle, because why would you ever have Relicanth in your party? Waylord, I can understand and excuse. Waylord is large and is my friend. Oh, shit, soccer. I'm bad at soccer. Hey, I have an idea. Relicanth is officially in the Hall of Fame. Okay. I have an idea, though. Oh, it would be stealing. Picking up the soccer ball would be theft. I don't know who I'm stealing it from. The concept of sports, I guess. Alright, we have to go that way.
Is that some sort of stunt gone wrong, or...?
No? I wish I could drive this. Well, maybe I don't. What Bethesda games needed was to let your party members make fun of you when you take fall damage. You know, it really was. It really, really was. All those times when, Faye was skipping across the dunes of Oblivion. That's what was missing from this picture.
Please vacate this area and return inside the city walls.
No can do. I'm on a mission. I'm going to the empty nest. Yo, look, when I own myself and eat shit, I can easily make fun of myself for it. Oh god. It's an Ashta. These guys are bad news. I remember them from my preliminary run. They're like space wolves.
Hey!
And they hate me.
Woo, now we're talking.
So yeah, we're just two Space Rangers and one ex-Space Ranger walking around fighting space wolves. No, that's Star Wolf. The difference is, if they go like rah 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 and try to eat you, they're space wolves. If you get near them and this cool Spanish-inspired saxophone solo starts playing or something, that's Star Wolf. Still, it's a lovely day in Space Montana. You know what? I'm switching over to the shotgun. I have plenty of ammo for it, and... Oh, gosh, are you a pack of fucking... I mean, look at this. That is a space wolf, if I've ever seen one. And I'm dead. Space wolves bonked me in the stomach and I died. Alright, when did I last save? Wolves are well known for being scaly. Sometimes wolves have scales. Sometimes you can scale a wolf, if they're particularly tall. Right, I gotta talk to Sam.
Ever run into spacers? Scum.
Alright, let's see.
Right, the empty nest speech. Found it.
We'll be fine. First, it's in the middle of... But the empty nest... Me too.
Alright, I really can't just fast travel there. Oh, maybe I can. What if I go back to the ship?
Oh, Cora, we're back.
Take off.
Escape trajectory plotted.
Nobody in Bethesda games knows how to take turns talking. Like, you can be in first-person mode and people will still be talking to you.
Orbital insertion completed.
It's a little different, though. Like, if you go back to, like, Oblivion, where it freezes time. Or whatever. There, now we can just land our ship here. I love how it looks like she's checking out the loading indicator.
Is our mutual acquaintance helping with the transition to this new way of life for you? Yes, I would say that the proper adjustments are being made. The most difficult part has been acclimating to what you perceive as the more insignificant customs. Interesting. Such as? Let me think. Oh, yes. Here's a particularly strange one. After a person sneezes, someone invariably invokes the phrase, "bless you." Oddly strange to administer absolution after witnessing a bodily function.
Oh, I'm sure there was a perfectly good reason that expression was connected to sneezing, but I'm afraid it's lost to time.
That is a shame. I would like to have understood this specific...
It's so that when you blast your soul out your nose...
Well, I don't think that's necessary, Andreja. It's enough to know that being courteous to others is the right thing to do. You've got something for...
I could build an outpost, but I don't want to. Okay, the empty nest is now only 120-some feet away. Meters, miles. Whatever, they're all the same thing.
Alright, this is Shogag territory. And they're usually not willing to talk. Be ready.
Alright, well they don't have to talk to me. I don't expect them to talk. I expect them to die. Oh, I forgot to buy ammo. Oh well, this is fine. I'll just try this. No, I'm not even gonna try this one out. I'm gonna... I guess we go with the Lawbringer. Maybe they'll like me? Shit, maybe you're right. Let's find out if they hate me. Hey there.
When's Shaw coming back?
We need to talk about that bank job. She should have been there.
Boss
Sam!
Job. That's not how things work.
Everything going sideways ain't how things are supposed to work either. Not much of a Shaw gang if Shaw never shows up.
She'll be back soon.
Leave.
You could
Before I
complain all
make
you
it.
want to her face.
Last mistake you'll make.
Yeah, I don't think they like me. They're all like, leave, grr, grr. Oh, that's a turret. Well, of course I shot first. Why would I shoot second?
Looting the dead ain't glamorous, but it's...
That said, I don't need to stand here and shoot them forever. So let's just duck on in here. I killed as few of them as I could. Oh, wait, no, there's more. What? Oh, he followed me in.
Beg for mercy.
Oh god, they're all following me in. You see, I tried not to kill people. I tried so hard not to murder everyone. And yet they do not value human life as I do. And that is why I must kill so many. So I'm gonna get out my exploding shotgun. Oh wait, that's Sam. That's not Sam. Oh boy, that's bad. I'm on fire a little bit.
Say goodnight. Push forward! Never wise to be in my way. Take this!
Everybody okay over here?
You're done!
I guess. There we go. Okay. See? I tried to preserve life. I tried to be good. And yet... I was forced to murder. And now I must murder again. Oh. And, steal whatever this dude has under his bed. Ship of the Line cereal. Mmm. From Centauri Mills. Can I eat the magnets? No, that's probably a bad idea, isn't it? A cornered coachman.
I don't think we're alone.
Show some hustle.
I don't think we're alone. Really, Sam? What gave you that impression?
I'm bleeding. I never liked him anyway.
What might have made you think that we're not alone, Sam? Can you give it to me from the top?
Spelunking can be a lot of fun. Nature can be just beautiful.
Okay. Sam, do you think we're on a field trip? Hold on, I gotta put my armor back on so I can have a flashlight. My space armor. Which looks suspiciously like a, an astronaut suit. I had to sit there and process that line for a second. I had to sit there for a minute and, like, let the shockwaves of that line travel through my mind and body. Like, Samuel here entered a contest.
You've done this before, right?
And that contest was like, what is the least appropriate thing to say in the current situation? And he won. He won that contest. Now let's grab the artifact. Now we're seeing visions again.
Let's get going.
Sam, why do you insist on talking to me from 2 or 3 miles away? Meters? Feet? Whatever. Sam, why do you insist on talking to my feet? Alright, I cannot actually get out that way, so I have to go around the long way. Yeah, I mean, disclaimer, I still don't have feet. I know they're probably down there somewhere, but I don't actually have anything right now. I'm still just a floating torso. But I'm a happy floating torso. This game is very good. It's very much what I want from a video game. Violence, mayhem, irony, goofy, bizarre shit. All of it comes
back here sometime. Tell ghost stories. I think she's still into that.
Yeah, Sam, let's do bring your daughter to work day. In the Cave of Death. What is this? Incendiary? What is this fire? Hold on, I have enough shots to test this. Oh, it's a grenade launcher. Ah, hell yes. And a contraband cache I can't unlock. Well, that's fine. I am too much of a space. Charity in a Godless Universe, Part 4. Alright. No. I'm not gonna read through this. A little too long to read out on stream.
To the victor goes the spoils.
You're the lawful one, right, Sam? You're supposed to be lawful, I think. Oh well.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. Least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really.
Persuade check. We can work this out. There's no need for violence.
Oh, really? Let's hear it.
This is an important scientific discovery. Let's go, you'll be in the history books.
Don't bullshit me, Constellation.
We got past all your crew before. You fight us and you'll lose.
Tough talk. but you've backed it up so far, I'll admit.
You let us leave now and we won't tell the authorities.
Always good to know someone who can keep their mouth shut. Fine. Get the hell out of here before I change my mind. I see you again. You're dead.
Boss, it's the Ashta.
You. This is your fault. You better lend us a hand.
Sure. Okay. Well, I have the Ashta Tamer. Optional. Kill the Ashta.
This is gonna be fun.
Sure thing. It's not taming them! No, I need the exploding shotgun. Oh god, they're too durable. And I think they're exploding.
Was hoping for a quiet day.
Sam, I have a shotgun.
Hope you don't mind, I'll let you skin that one.
Why are we shooting Shaw? No, that's not how that's supposed to go. God, that picture. Like, no. No, I do not want to fight Shaw. That is why I talked my way out of this. So, we're not gonna fight Shaw.
I think that's...
Right? Think that's far enough. I make my persuasion check.
Now.
Yep.
Oh, really?
You'll fight us and you'll lose. Didn't come here looking for a
If
fight?
you don't start anything and I don't start anything...
Okay.
I see you again.
It's the Ashta. Quick save.
It's your fault. You better lend us a hand.
God, ow. Flashy. This is what my service weapon is for, right? Shooting space wolves? Yeah, let's switch over to this pistol. Reload quickly, please. There we go.
That's how it's done.
Is that all of them? Yeah. Optional. Talk to Shaw. Can I?
I guess I owe you something for dealing with the Ashta. Take it and get lost.
You're lucky the boss is so generous.
Alright, we got, some ammo and a new gun. A modified Razorback. Wait. Okay, it's not a Deadeye. But we get a different kind of space revolver. Well, cool. That's awesome. Let's head back to the lodge. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Oh my... Celine! Your daydreams are invading reality again! You know what? I'm leaving.
What are you still doing here? Out.
Right, okay. I don't want to fight that. Let's go home, and then I will wrap this up for the night. Yeah, I was not expecting that to come charging out at me. I'm kind of glad we didn't have to fight it. I'm pretty sure it would have beat the hell out of me.
Hey, we're back. Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax, we're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings. Just, what are we building here?
I haven't
Let's
picked
go.
up any
Quick.
kind of
Top 3 one-liner
frequency or
moments.
signal coming from...
Yes, Barrett.
That doesn't
Number
mean
3.
much.
Your
This
retort
thing could
to the
be
Crimson
something
Fleet
we
raiders
Guys!
on Leonis
As
3.
we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will
Number
blow
2.
up as soon as
Your
we finish.
wisecrack about the
Or
Ashton
maybe
and the
it's some
Miner
kind of
to the
interstellar
patrons of
children's
the Stone Root Inn.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer
Number
visions
1.
and music?
Your counter
It's a
to
message.
the demands of the eclectic captain
We
in
just have to
orbit
hope that
around
finding more of the
Tau Ceti
pieces will give
V.
us some clue.
I hear
That was
that.
a good one.
Moving
But I'm not
forward
sure it's
sometimes
the
means
top.
fumbling around in
That
the
is
dark.
the list you
I
provided.
think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
Catch you later, Sam.
Likewise. You know where to find us.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the iPhone front.
Alright. Yeah, I have rank 2 of wellness available. And I'm starting to feel like I could use some more wellness. So, let's boost my max health a bit. And for now, with that, I think we're done for now. So I'm going to drop a proper hard save. And I'm going to drop. Yeah, I'm into this too. There will be more of this tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. But there will be more. Probably more of Ryujin Industries and more of the Rangers. Which is the weirdest combination. Like, grungy cyberpunk crime working for an evil corporation. And by the way, I'm also a Walker, Texas Ranger. Or, you know, Maryland, Wyoming Ranger. It's the weirdest thing. And it's great. Anyway. Yeah. I'm terrible, believe me. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave y'all. I'm just gonna jettison y'all into space. Good night, everybody. Good night. Rest well. I gotta eat a food and maybe sleep soon. But good night.